I experienced McKamey Manor, the only haunted house.
Chat, we gotta do part 2, right? Right, we gotta do part 2, right? There's no way we can end there. There's no way.
That's so scary, no one's ever completed it.
I can't do anymore. I can't do anymore.
That thing right there, I'm never gonna be the same again. How are y'all so sure that someone can handle that?
But I'm not giving up, no matter what. And I haven't even gotten into the haunted house yet. For some reason, the owner just thought it'd be fun to take an active chainsaw and wave it around my face. But anyways, I was seconds away from entering the famous McKamey Manor. And then the owner's phone ran out of batteries.
Russ, my low battery just come on.
On me it did?
Yep. On this phone. I don't know why. So I don't know.
Come on out.
I guess he thought it wasn't worth sending me inside McKamey Manor if he couldn't film it, so I got
That's what I mean, dude. Sorry.
sent home.
That's what I mean, though. It's gotta be.
If you can last the entire day without giving up, you win $20,000. It's the end of the day now, and I still haven't given up yet, so I'm claiming that $20,000 cash, baby.
It's like, it's gotta be like he's live streaming it, right? He's gotta be live streaming it to like some paying customers that pay for it. Dude, they probably sit on their computers, they probably watch it and they fab. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Before I
gotta
could
be what's
officially
going on
accept
here.
my prize, Russ, the owner and creator of McKamey Manor, invited me into the place where he live streams every single person that goes through his haunted house. Ooh, I'm in. He told me I was required to make a video where I addressed the McKamey Manor haters.
My lovely haters, and you all know who you are.
Because I guess these guys are about to actually shut down McKamey Manor.
There are new efforts this morning to shut down an extreme haunted house here in Tennessee.
More than 18,000 people signing a Change.org petition to have McKamey Manor closed.
Thousands have signed a petition to shut down McKamey Manor.
So I was like, okay, I'll make a video.
What's up, guys?
And they even gave me some talking points of what I should talk about during my live stream.
What do you think about the haters and the low information crowd, specifically the Tennessee location, who continue to make uneducated and misinformed comments regarding McKamey Manor and Russ McKamey himself? I don't really know that much about the haters. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look them up.
So I decided to look up the McKamey Manor haters. Turns out they have their own super secret Facebook group also, which is run by this guy who goes by The Wolf. So I asked him if he'd be down to get on a phone call with me sometime. Nice.
So, Russ always likes to call us hate groups, because, like, you know, he tries to make us out look like the bad guys and everything. We're not really hate groups, but for my group, we're just trying to warn people. Like, the thing I have an issue with is he's lying to these people, but when you get there, there's just no haunted house.
Whoa, well that makes no sense. Just look up McKamey Manor online. It's definitely real.
Look it up on the internet. Everybody says, oh, yeah, you know, it's all over the place. It's the most extreme haunted house. It's real, you know. None of this stuff exists.
I'll agree with The Wolf that, yeah, it was a little suspicious that the owner's phone just happened to die just seconds before sending me into his haunted house.
A low battery just come on.
Come on out.
And there's also the fact that the owner said he will never show footage from inside the haunted house.
It's crazy stuff, but I will never, ever show it. That's going to be a secret till the day I die.
But if you actually want to see that McKamey Manor exists, all you have to do is just look up the people who have actually been through McKamey Manor themselves, and it's pretty obvious that there's definitely something very crazy inside.
This was one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
It was awesome. I'm really glad I did this.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have an amazing time, but every single other person that's come here did have an amazing time. I guess I was just the unlucky.
Dude, was it like women with like some kind of torture? You want to get tortured? Like, what's going on?
Or there's one more option, which a lot of you guys commented in my last video, which is that Russ found out I'm a YouTuber.
I know on your YouTube stuff, you do some investigative work, and are you trying to do that with the manor?
He didn't want me to expose all his secrets, so that's why he didn't let me into the haunted house. That was about half the comments in my last video, so now it's time to figure out what's really going on. So first, the Wolf's theory, that McKamey Manor is fake. I asked this guy what it would possibly take to prove him wrong.
Do whatever you gotta do to see a one live animal there. One rat, one mouse, one bug, one snake, anything.
Wait, that's it? That sounds super easy, considering the fact that hundreds of these rats were gonna fall on me the second I entered the haunted house.
When you do rat race, the clock starts. Mice will then fall on you.
But the Wolf claims that the rats were never gonna fall on me because the haunted house in his eyes is fake.
show me, if you can get Russ to show one live animal, one rat or snake, and he's holding it and says, here it is, it's a live rat, I admit right now that I was completely wrong.
But I didn't think that was good enough. I wanted to see if this guy will really put his money where his mouth is.
Should we say we'll delete the hate group? Is that a possibility? If he can...
Well, I will immediately delete the hate group, and I will apologize.
Okay, so then...
on the record, too. I will make a public recording of this.
You actually made the recording.
More than happy to shut it down completely. All you have to do is hold a live rat.
Well, that's a legal verbal contract
that I am now going to show to Russ McKamey.
You asked me to ask one question about, like, what do I think of the haters?
Yeah.
And I finally have an answer, I think.
Okay.
I think we could actually get that group, like, taken down, like, once and for all.
Oh, that'd be great. And all the defamation of character that they do, it's just horrible stuff that they do in there. So take them out. Go get them. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can do it.
This is the video he sent.
Alright, this message is for Russ McKamey. There's this guy named Ben that's been investigating me, trying to get my hate group shut down. Look, Russ, I'll make a deal with you right now. This thing has gone far enough. You want my hate group?
He's like pretending to be on his side. He's like, I'm trying to get him shut down. Yeah, right? We're gonna get him shut down, right? Oh my God.
Shut down. I will be more than happy to shut it down completely. I'm saying this on video. You do one thing for me, okay? Prove a piece of the manor. McKamey Manor is real. All you have to do is hold a live rat or any other kind of animal like a snake or something like that that you claim you have in the manor. You can do that. I will shut down for good and you never have to hear about me again.
Take them out.
Yes, do it. But it's a verbal contract. I think he actually has to delete it if you, like, literally his one request is you, like, hold a rat, I guess. But
I mean, how easy is that?
Yeah.
But I'd rather him just, I kind of like him out there in a way, in a weird way, because that's where all the haters go. It's just his double-edged sword.
That's where the haters go.
He doesn't bother us. It's almost kind of a positive thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. He said that your hate group is actually doing good things for the manor, and he's not going to show me the rat because he likes what you're doing, and it's a good thing for him.
Because the rat doesn't exist, that's why.
Well, he claims it's because your guys' hate group's actually a good thing.
He's gonna say whatever he can. I mean, you can use any excuse at all to get him to show you a rat. He won't do it.
Sorry to cut you off. I actually just remembered that immediately before Russ had to show proof of a rat, he was telling me how much the hate group definitely was not a positive thing for him.
It's just horrible stuff that they do. So take them out.
That's weird, right? Like, why would he switch his entire opinion about the hate group just over one simple request to hold a rat? But before I could finish that thought, the wolf gave me a warning. Now that I've seen the wolf's proof, bad things are gonna happen to me.
Because I showed you things that you were not supposed to see. You're deemed a hater.
What if I just wanted to hear your perspective so I could answer his question that he gave me?
It's like a cult. And that's why my guys like the Kool-Aid Man.
But I'm doing it to answer his question, so he's...
Oh, that don't matter.
Huh.
You've seen what Russ doesn't want you to see, so you're pretty much a hater.
Okay, let's take a second to logically think about this. Why the heck would Russ send me into a hate group just to then turn on me because I did what he said? This wolf guy is starting to sound like a crazier conspiracy theorist than the flat earthers. And those guys were crazy. But anyways, I was interested in this and decided to travel deep down the internet to find out more. And what I found was even the people that used to be in Russ's close circle have said the same thing.
Yes, Russ will tell you to go in there and spy, and then more often than not, we'll say, well, you turned.
I questioned him one time, and it's just like a switch flipped, and I was public enemy number one. I was fucking humiliated and bullshitted enough and harassed.
Started asking questions. That's what Russ does not want. If you start asking any kind of questions at all, Russ gets so fucking offended and he gets pissed, just like a cult, just like a fucking cult.
But before I could look any further, I got a voice message on my
Hold on, time out. So it's a cult where the whole thing is, the cult is like they worship this haunted house that doesn't exist, and then but the whole point is to go there and get tortured. Like, I'm just doing it. How is this real, man? This sounds like a bad novel, doesn't it? It sounds like a bad novel. Like a terrible fucking story. Like, what is this? Oh my God.
Phone from an unknown number.
Ben, this is Kelly from McKamey Manor. I'm one of the admins that runs the page. reaching out to you regarding the bullshit with Wolf. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna put it right out there to you. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's corny. I really don't know what your goal here was. I think what you did was dumb. I think it was obviously reckless, and that's your name, so fitting there. And I think that if you really sit down and do some soul searching, you'll realize what you're doing ain't it. This just ain't it. And you seem like you're very fucking lost.
Kind of feels like McKamey Manor is starting to turn on me because I know too much.
I don't want to be in the same situation as these people and have bad things happen to me too. So if bad things do happen to me, I at least want to make sure I'm protected first. So here's what I did. First, I created a legally binding contract between me and Russ.
Russ McKamey acknowledges and accepts that Ben Shire's involvement in the McKamey Manor hate group is solely for the purpose of investigation. Russ McKamey agrees not to ostracize Ben Schneider.
Basically, Russ is not allowed to punish me for doing the very thing he told me to do. The next step was to trick Russ into signing this contract. I figured the easiest way to do this was just to sign up another friend from McKamey Manor, Danny Burke. If you're thinking, how the heck does this help, Ben? Well, just keep watching. You'll see. First, you guys remember the bullet ant, the animal with the most painful sting in the world?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this was Danny's reaction when he got stung by 200 of them all at once.
It's stinging like crazy.
He'll be perfect.
Remember that haunted house I was telling you about a while ago?
If I survive the bullet ant and the burns, like, what are they gonna do? I would love to do it, dude.
Danny was super down.
Oh,
the problem was there's currently 17,000 people waiting in front of us to go through McKamey Manor also. I had a 1 in 17,000 chance of getting picked, and the odds of that happening again are 1 in 289 million. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look too promising. But then...
I got a message 20 minutes later saying I'm in.
Nice.
I don't know how we pulled it off, but we pulled it off. A few days later, Danny got a non-disclosure agreement saying he couldn't spill any secrets that go on inside the haunted house. And this, yes, page 14 of Danny's NDA is where I decided to hide the contract I made from before. And Russ is expected to sign right here.
He's gonna think like, oh, I already created this, so I don't need to read it again, you know? So, but really, it's not his document, it's our document. That's just very similar to his document.
Step 8 was to have Danny fly out to Tennessee with us.
You're in Nashville now, yes!
Crazy day today. I'm freaking actually here.
Step 14 was McKamey Manor instructed us to pick up some supplies. But we broke McKamey Manor's rules. McKamey Manor actually told us not to go to this Walmart, but to a different Walmart that was like further away from their house for some reason. Last week, I followed their rules, and it made me late to their haunted house.
Also, there was a Walmart Supercenter on the way, but he directioned me to a Walmart that's like 30 minutes out of the way.
But this time, we're not making the same mistake.
We're not going to be late this time. We're going to the Walmart right by Russ's house.
Of course I know McKamey Manor. He actually works here.
What?
They can break your bones, pull your teeth, shave your head, freeze you.
It ain't really scaring you. It's gonna torture you. It's gonna hurt. Because we know out there with broken bones, broken noses, broken teeth. Their teeth broke out.
It was confusing. Like, why wouldn't he have let us come to this Walmart? Like, it's so close to his house.
Step 284 was to print out our contract.
Danny's contract's printed out.
Step 285, which is finally the last step, by the way. Oh my God, that was a lot of steps. Danny now has to trick Russ into signing this.
Just what happens if we go over this contract and he sees the changes that you made?
Well, that's not going to happen, Danny, because I've created what I call an emergency Russ backup plan, where I found Russ's biggest weakness.
He's afraid of snails.
Freaking stop! Okay.
Wait, what?
Snails. Sorry.
We got 2 snails as a distraction. This will be our distraction in case he starts reading through the contract himself.
All right, our contestant is here. What's up?
So I read it and I signed it.
Whatever you do not mention McKamey Manor.
Okay, yeah.
Anywhere, like at Walmart, don't mention that you're doing the tour anywhere.
Yeah.
Whoops. Too late. As Russ was flipping through the pages to make sure the contract was signed, I unleashed my distraction.
All right. Nice. Real snail. All that rumor about me and snails. See, it's a rumor. Don't believe all these rumors.
Dang. No way.
Who put the
snail in his mouth. He's not afraid or scared of snails.
Why would Russ start a rumor that he's afraid of snails just to break his own rumor? The good news for me is we got Russ to sign the contract, saying I'm finally allowed to research McKamey Manor.
Going full on this one.
Going full? Okay.
Yeah, going full.
Now, he said dive in deep. So I want to dive in deep. Tell me everything there is to know about McKamey Manor.
The wolf didn't really have that much more to tell me. So I decided to dive in deep myself. First on Google Maps to get a satellite view of his entire haunted house, which is this. It looks like a pipe you crawl through.
Get on your belly. Get on your belly.
A mud pit where he throws mud on your face. And rat race, which he told me is where I was going to actually enter his haunted house when the hundreds of rats fall on me.
Once you find a plexiglass container full of the mice, the clock starts.
But where does he put all the rats? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from this picture. It's pretty blurry. So I went deeper down the internet. What I found was just an empty cage for a rat race. And I don't see anywhere on this entire contraption where hundreds of rats fall on you. I guess this makes sense though, because he requires every single person to go through an impossible amount of waterboarding before they would ever have a chance to make it to the rats. But anyways, if the rats aren't real, and the rats were the entrance to the haunted house, you can't have a haunted house without an entrance. How would you get inside? So according to the math, McKamey Manor doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So does that mean that everything Russ told me would be inside is just a lie?
200-yard underwater swim through an underwater haunted house.
Whoa. Let's go back to Google Maps.
Fuck?
Where the heck do you place a 200-yard, which is 600 feet, underwater swim in this is according to the Google Maps scale, a yard that's only 500 feet long? The wolf was right. McKamey Manor isn't real. So then what about all the people who have been through McKamey Manor? So I decided to watch every single person who's ever been through. And I started to find a common pattern.
Guess what? You didn't even make it to the manor. You haven't done anything yet.
I know, I can't do it.
You haven't done anything. You missed everything.
You're too weak to even make it in the door here.
You haven't hit anything.
I'm starting to think it's just like a big ruse. It doesn't exist.
I guess every single person just thinks the same thing, that they were the only ones not able to make it in.
I didn't get far.
Didn't even get far. You didn't even make it in the door.
Right.
But in reality, it's just because McKamey Manor doesn't exist. So there's no place to take him to. Like for me, Russ literally had me doing the stupidest exercises in his front yard for hours to try and wear me out too much so I couldn't go in. But little does he know, I'm actually a professional athlete. Next, he tried waterboarding me.
If you can't do it, we'll move on.
One more try. I'm gonna.
Okay.
One more try. I got this.
And then he moved an active chainsaw closer and closer to my face until I quit.
Employees and people who worked with him, he said he would rather kill someone than let them get to that $20,000.
But I'm telling you guys, I was not going to quit no matter what. I was so ready to enter this haunted house. You guys don't understand. And maybe that's why Russ's phone conveniently ran out of batteries, because he didn't want to have to kill me.
A low battery, just come on. Come on out.
And the more you look into it, the easier it is to see just how fake McKamey Manor is. Like, how the heck are you going to claim you have a 2.5 mile long zip line in McKamey Manor when the longest zip line in the entire world is only 1.76 miles long? So this is where things just don't make sense to me. It should be very obvious that this is a fake haunted house, but when you look up McKamey Manor and every single person gave me the same answer.
I signed an NDA, and I can't really talk about a lot of shit. I just can't say too much.
Do you know anyone else that has this information that's not under a contract, or?
I think a lot of people that I really know really are under contract. Maybe that's seriously because I can take that there. I'm telling you.
What I found out is that no one who's ever been involved with McKamey Manor is allowed to talk to me.
I
I've been trying for years. It's like just nobody. It's like everybody's like, I don't want to be harassed no more. I just want left alone. I've tried so hard to get some of these past people to talk.
Dang, and just no one talks about it.
Well, if everyone has to stay quiet, then I'm just gonna find out myself. Maybe you guys in the comments were right. Maybe Russ went easy on me because he found out I was a YouTuber.
I know on your YouTube stuff, you do some investigative work, and are you trying to do that with the manor?
Because for a lot of other people, this gets dark. First, he'll sit them down and give them a false hope of how awesome McKamey Manor is once they make it inside.
2 large warehouses are plenty for what we're doing.
There were going to be contraptions and things that I was going to go through. I was psyched. I was so excited.
It's a very complicated setup. That's why this haunt is world famous. That's why we went to see what we got, because we're doing illusions that nobody else has even thought of before.
And once he's convinced the person to go in, he tells them he's going to pick them up in a parking lot so they can drive to McKamey Manor.
Take you to another location because you can't do what we're going to do here.
Told that, you know, I was only going to be in the van for 30 to 45 minutes, and then I was going to go to the warehouses.
You were going to be taken to different warehouses.
Dude, this guy has to be like some humiliation / torture thing, because like he makes them like dress up as dogs and rabbits. Like, what the hell is going on?
Those warehouses never existed.
Instead, he gets a crew of people to literally just beat this person up.
The hits were full force in my face.
They don't stop beating you up until you're medically unable to go into his make-believe greatest haunted house in the world.
My nose was severely sprained. My left foot was fractured. I was straw-fed with liquids and food because I couldn't open my mouth.
When Red was drugged behind the truck, that never should have happened. That fucked Red. That fucked Red up. I was hanging off the tailgate filming it.
So if this is what's really happening at McKamey Manor, then why the heck, if you type in McKamey Manor online, are these the only type of videos you're ever gonna see?
I want to say, Russ, all of you so much that I love you dearly. And I so appreciate you allowing me this opportunity.
How the heck is Russ hiding this?
Before Russ put the cameras on, Russ did threaten me and tell me that I needed to say all these amazing things about McKamey Manor. Russ did threaten me of $50,000.
Do you now, or have you ever felt threatened in any way?
Absolutely not. Nope. No way.
Russ made me see how exhilarating my tour was.
This is one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
Yeah. Fuck you, Russ. He made me lie.
But it works, and it tricks more people to come to his haunted house.
Man.
It's personal to Russ, and that's all it is. It's all personal. He likes to see people in pain. That's what he likes.
The man told me specifically that he has PTSD, and the only time the voices go quiet in his head is when he's doing a show or when he's watching a show.
Holy fuck. Oh, what?
That's why when someone drops out, he is so fucking desperate to fill that slot.
On top of that, he takes footage of the person right after they got beat up and edits it together with their positive review.
It was awesome. I'm really glad I did this.
When you watch the now completed video that Russ made, it genuinely looks like the crazy stunts inside the manor is what made this person have such a crazy time.
If you really want to see all the new stuff, all the things that freak people out, and you know there's a reason why people freak out. So if you want to see those, come on down.
Everything in the videos is the definition of false advertising.
I can promise you that you will not be injured, you will not be cut up, and knowing that, there's no reason to quit, and you would be $20,000 richer. Who else, Aaron, what other establishment offers 20 grand to take the tour? And
holy shit, man.
Your price.
How's this guy getting away with this?
Bag of
is this still
food.
up? Is this still a thing? Is this still a thing?
What we were doing was in fact not what was being said it is on social media. It's all about the filming and the editing of it.
And people fall for it, thinking they're going to experience the greatest haunted house in the world, when in reality, they've just been tricked into getting beat up or waterboarded, because that's all McKamey Manor is. Nothing else. You can even see from all the people that fall for this that their experience is nothing like what was advertised to them in the videos.
I don't care how much you watch online. It is not enough to prepare you for this. I don't even think that thing online ever happened. I mean, did you ever actually do a haunted house?
The thing I keep coming back to is how the heck does this exist? And no one knows what's really happening. There's still that last piece of the puzzle, which I finally figured out. I'm not allowed to say how I found this. Maybe in a later episode I will be able to say it. However, at the beginning of the video, I showed you guys a petition to shut down McKamey Manor.
More than 18,000 people signing a Change.org petition to have McKamey Manor closed.
That petition was actually created by Russ himself. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense until you realize that if Russ controls the hate groups, Russ controls what the hate groups think.
He planted the seeds for all this hater stuff.
Almost every single person who wants to see Russ in jail.
This man needs to be behind bars, please.
He has them completely distracted from what's actually going on.
McKamey Manor is practicing Project Monarch on its victims. MK Ultra were injected with large amounts of LSD at McKamey.
What? What the fuck? Is this some fucking Ted shit? Some Ted Kaczynski shit? Like, what the fuck?
Manor, which adds a whole new level to this shit. Now, I really didn't want to believe that this is actually what's going on here, but all of the signs are pointing to this.
These people really believe in this shit. Really believe that MK Ultra is real. People really fucking believe this shit.
And if everyone is this distracted, then when someone finally comes and talks about the truth, they just seem like a crazy conspiracy theorist. Like, for example, almost every single person who got beat up in Russ's van has gone to the police.
I want this man to be in prison. Unfortunately, this Detective Shepard was on Russ's payroll, and anyone that went through McKamey Manor and got hurt, that went to the police, dealt with detectives.
How does this guy keep finding corrupt police? How does this keep happening?
Shepard made sure that we all were quiet. I think the FBI should be involved. I think all of these people should be taken down.
So if anyone ever brings this up to Russ, then Russ knows how to publicly make them look like just a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Corrupt in a way, like they could be.
William, you're digging now. You're fishing. So you think my active duty guys are corrupt, William, young William.
I'm just saying, like that's a thing that they could be.
There you go, audience. We have two corrupt law enforcement officials working here, and they're hiding McKamey Manor. I like that. All right, that's a good rumor, and you can take credit for that rumor and pass that one along. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, so that's your job. You keep that one going.
Basically, Russ has been one step ahead of everyone this entire time.
Russ is by far one of the most manipulative men, even human being that I've ever come across.
But not anymore. Now that I know all of this, I'm one step ahead of Russ and my friend Danny, because I told him everything. And Danny's going into McKamey Manor next week.
Do not quit whatever you do.
And since there's no actual McKamey Manor to take him to, this will be very interesting. Most importantly, guys, my last video got flagged and is not doing too good. Apparently, it's impossible for you to find it unless you actually search it up on my channel. And I think that's going to be every video in the series now. So that means unless you're subscribed, you're probably not going to see my videos. And let me tell you guys, this is just the beginning.
Oh my goodness, how many are there?
If I want to be able to fund the rest of these episodes, the only way I can do that is with Patreon. You also get extra bonus content like this. Wow, looks like I'm subscribing.
Don't say anything about the manor, at least not at Walmart.
Yeah, okay. I just probably won't say anything. It's none of anyone's business anyway.
Hold on. We watched a whole.
YouTube hasn't taken this video.
We watched a whole nother episode. That went by so fast, man. Wait, is this the last one? Is this the last one? Wait, hold
If you're
on. We
watching,
watched
then
a whole.
YouTube hasn't taken this video.
We watched a whole nother episode. That went by so fast.